Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and welcome, dear students. I hope you are all doing well. Dear students, today we will start grammar, verb, tenses, and I will tell you what are verb tenses, and this part is on page number 77. So now let's begin. Dear students, what are verb tenses? Verbs come in three tenses: past, present, and future. So, dear students, the past is used to describe things that have already happened. For example, earlier in the day, yesterday, last week, 3 years ago. And the present tense is used to describe things that are happening right now or in the present, or things that are continuous. And the future tense describes things that have yet to happen. For example, later, tomorrow, next week, next year, 3 years from now. So now here the task is the text about bonfire night in Louis is written in present tense because it is describing an event which happens every year. The present tense also gives a feeling of immediacy, which means it makes it feel as though it is happening now. This makes it more interesting for the reader because he or she feels more involved in what is being written about. So, dear students, the bonfire night in Louis is written in present tense and it is describing an event which happens every year, which is celebrated every year. And the past tense also gives a feeling of immediacy, which means it makes it feel as though it's happening now, or the person who is reading feels like he's present there and he is watching all the things. And this makes it more interesting for the reader because he or she feels more involved what is being written about. So here we have a written task: write down 5 sentences from the text which contain a verb in simple present tense. So what you have to do is write down 5 sentences from this text, the bonfire night in Louis, which contain a verb in simple present tense. And next one is write out the sentence in the simple past tense. Now what you have to do is find out 5 sentences from the text which contain a verb in simple present tense, and you have to write out this sentence that you find out in the simple past tense. Okay, so you will convert it to the simple past tense. Now the other one is write out the sentence with the verb in the past tense using the auxiliary verb have with the ed participle. Okay, dear students, so here we have the word auxiliary verb. What is auxiliary verb? Dear students, an auxiliary verb is used in forming the tenses, moods, and voices of other verbs. And the primary auxiliary verbs in English are be, do, and have. So now what you have to do is write out the sentence with the verb and past tense. Okay, using the auxiliary verb. So what you have to do is you have to write out the sentence with the verb in past tense, and you will have to use the auxiliary verb which is have with the ed participle. Now the next one is underline and name the verb in each of your sentence. So at the end you will have to underline and name the verb in each of your sentence. So let me tell you again, what you have to do is you will have to find out 5 sentences from the text which contain a verb in simple present tense, and then you will have to write it in simple past tense, and then you will have to write the you will have to add the verb in the past tense by using the auxiliary verb have with the past participle. Here this ed mean past participle, and you will have to underline and name the verb in each of your sentences. Okay, now let me give you an example. For example, here we have a sentence which is in a present tense. Carloads of people arrive to watch the stunning firework display. So dear students, we'll convert it in simple past tense, and we have to add an auxiliary verb here. So what we will write, we will change the sentence to carloads of people have arrived. So we will add ed to this arrive. Okay, carloads of people have arrived to watch the stunning firework displays. So this was an example. I hope you will understand and it's clear now. Lots of people have arrived to watch the stunning firework displays. So dear students, these were the verb tenses, the definition of verb tenses, and how many tenses are there. Past, present and future. And now on page number 78 we have noun phrases. So dear students, what is a noun phrase? A noun phrase is the construction which can appear as subject, object or complement of a verb. Or dear students, you can say that a noun phrase is either a pronoun or any group of words that can be replaced by a pronoun. For example, they, cars and the cars are noun phrases, but here car is just a noun. Or in more simple words, it is a group of words that work together to name and describe a person, place, thing or an idea. So when we look at the structure of writing, we treat a noun phrase the same way we treat a common noun. Like all nouns, a noun phrase can be a subject, object or complement. For example, dear students, the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. So here the noun phrase is the subject of the sentence. Or you can say that this sentence, the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog, is about the quick brown fox. But instead of just saying fox, the rest of the noun phrase works to describe it. So here the noun phrase is the quick brown fox. Okay dear students, so here you are going to study noun phrase as subjects. In the following examples, the noun phrase has been italicized. A noun phrase has a head which is a noun. So here is an example: kites fly high in the sky. kites fly high in the sky. So here the noun phrase is kites fly high. Okay, now a noun phrase can be just one word like this, or it can have more parts to it. Number one is a noun phrase can have a determiner before the noun. So what is a determiner? A determiner is a word such as a, the, all, many, my, all the, some of, the. So here we have another example. All the kites fly high in the sky. So as it is mentioned here that a noun phrase can have a determiner before the noun. So all the kites, here is the all is the determiner. Now number two is a noun phrase can include pre-modification with adjectives such as red, beautiful, strong, massive, unhappy, or adjective-like words such as spur of the moment, broken, demolished, leaking. One or more adjectives of adjective-like or adjective-like words can be used. So here we have another example. All the brilliant red, yellow kites fly high in the sky. So dear students, here in this sentence a pre-modification is used with the adjective, and which one is the pre-modification? It is the brilliant red, and all the brilliant red and yellow kites fly high in the sky. So as it is mentioned here that a noun phrase can include pre-modification with adjectives such as red, beautiful, strong, massive, unhappy. So here the pre-modification with the adjective is brilliant red. All the brilliant red and yellow kites fly high in the sky. So a noun phrase can include pre-modification with adjectives, for example red, beautiful, strong, massive, unhappy, or adjective like words such as spur of the moment, broken, demolished, leaking. Okay dear students, so this was the definition of noun phrase and some examples. I hope you will understand. Study it again. Take care. Allah Hafiz.